Hey guys, great to see you. Joe here. Welcome to another video. This is going to be very basic. The sound you're going to notice is a lot more basic. I just haven't had the time to do any kind of videoing lately, guys, due to work, and also I've had a pretty bad bout of tendonitis, which I get a lot these days, which isn't fun. It just means I can't play, and that's something you seriously want to try and avoid if you can help it. So that's why there has not been any videos lately. I've just set up a camera on a tripod, basic sound out the camera and stuff like that. I thought I would do a little video on me practicing, essentially, because I think there's always something you can take from the lessons, hopefully. And a few things have been occurring to me whilst I've been practicing over this last couple of weeks, and wanted to talk to you about some of those things. So I think there's always something you can get from the lessons, hopefully, and if it doesn't sound like your cup of tea, then you don't need to watch. So yes, what I've been thinking is that, one of the things at least I've been thinking is that when you're learning, it's kind of important, I've mentioned this before, not to jump onto the next song too early. In other words, make sure you learn what you're learning thoroughly, okay? Make sure you got the timing as good as you could possibly have it. I'm going to give you some illustrations of that in a little while. Hang on one sec, and I'm just going to put on the light. It's getting dark here. As I say, I've just got in from work and I am pretty cold. I'm hoping I don't get this Raynaud's thing again. This is where my fingers go white and just numb. So things aren't too clever, as you can hear at the moment. So anyway, back to what we were saying, which was playing and not moving on to another song until you've really got to grips with the previous one you've been learning, okay? I've been looking at this rambling on my mind. I'm in open E tuning, that's irrelevant. I'm not really showing you a song as such. I'm just talking about how you can practice and make the most of these things. By playing it slowly, that's always the first step. And then you can build the speed from there. And it's fun, you know, whatever it is you're playing, it's usually fun played slow. It doesn't always have to be quick. They sound good slow as well. And as you get better at it, you know, you can kind of speed it up a little bit, you know. Now, you could say, well, you could, for example, what you could find here is that, well, you could say the rhythm is just going. Yeah, but that is a million miles from what I was playing first time round, okay? This is just very basic, no control. And that's what playing the guitar is about. It's about you being in control of the guitar and not the other way around. Okay, so you might find yourself doing this, you might hear other people doing it. They'll just play it in a very basic way and say, right, well, that's that, I can play Robert Johnson. Well, yes, maybe you can. But I think it's much better to play it with dynamics and, as I say, you being in control. So for example, you know, even if we start dampening the sound, we get a better sound straight away than just letting it ring out. So you get more of a, okay? Then you can add little notes and flourishes which make it again sound a little bit better. Yeah? Now there's a lot going on there compared to just this. Yeah? And it's trying to hone those skills which is going to make you a really good guitarist. So, as I say, even if you just become very good at dampening the sound, then you can start letting little bits ring out and other bits remain dampened. And so you're creating dynamics in your playing. And then you might throw in this and kill the sound again quickly. Well, again, that's another little dynamic thing which is adding all to the flavour. Okay, so if you listen to these great old bluesmen like Robert Johnson and all the other guys, you'll hear all this in their playing. It's very dynamic, and it's, you know, of course these things can be simplified, but what I'm saying is you're missing the point if you just learn to play and moving on to something else, because, you know, that's, you could get a whole lot more from it if you just think, how can I really sound like a master and, you know, play it like those guys? Yeah, well, that requires a lot of time. Like I say, I've been playing this for at least a week or 10 days, and I'm still want to improve with it. So don't feel, you know, if you spend a long time on something, that it's a waste of time. It's time well spent, yeah? So, and then once you can play the rhythm, start adding the licks and things, but you're never going to play those licks and if you haven't got that rhythm side of things sorted, because it's all about where you come back in after you've played, you know, it's a mix, it's mixing rhythm with lead, isn't it? And I know a lot of you people are really enjoy the thought of doing those kind of things, so that's why I'm saying it's very important to make sure that that rhythm playing is really solid. So it gets a little bit easier, and it's always about coming back in the right place, because if you don't do that, then it's not going to sound brilliant. It's going to sound off. Our ears are very sensitive to what's right and what's wrong. This is nice open tuning, okay? It's E, open E tuning. Now, this chord I'm playing here is an E, but I'm not really teaching you this song. I probably will at some point. It's more the concept of practicing. See, I could do that for ages because I just enjoy getting it right. You know, your A position is there. B, and it has this nice walk down. We're just going to an E position with the slide. So I was just checking actually the other day, I think I've done over 200 videos now. So there's loads of stuff you can check out there if you haven't already. Lots of good ideas and kind of exercises for practice. You only need to just flick through my videos and have a look there. I would imagine that you're going to find some things that you probably haven't checked out before, which will help you in lots of different ways. I think most of them are sensibly titled, so you know, there's things like turnarounds and things like I did like a beginner's course, and that covers a lot of topics, which is quite good. And I've also done a beginning blues guitar as well, quite a few pointers in that. And you know, sometimes it's nice to revisit some of those older things that you may have already looked at as well, and just think, well, actually, could I now play that a little bit better? Could I put a little more effort into that, and you know, what will happen there? it's always worth doing that, I think. And so I hope that that's helped in some small way, and I look forward to bringing something a little bit more comprehensive to you next time, maybe a proper lesson. But as I say, just got back from work pretty knackered, and I just wanted to catch up with you guys and say I haven't disappeared or fallen down a hole or anything. And I look forward to seeing you soon with another video. Take care.